Welcome to the channel. This session is about the awareness to know about the hunger hormone, how it's work, how it's affect our whole body. That is the hormone which is relevant to the obesity pandemic. If we know exactly how it works, then we control it, we use it to empower ourselves to improve our lives.
Hunger hormone ghrelin is produced and released in the stomach. It's a long chain protein and it exactly creates the appetite and it's increase the intake and it promotes the fat storage in the body. The other hormone that is relevant, that is the satiety hormone, is known as
Lipton. Lipton play an important role and they tell us that now we are full. That is produced by the fat cells, and this whole is connected to the internal clock which is in our biology by design, and that clock is known as the biological clock, and that tells that when the time reach, both hormone act in a very precise way that which create the hunger, and that is totally dependent on the time of the day. And that hunger time sensation, hunger hormone ghrelin, is released when we feel hungry, and that is also relevant to the level of obesity. Whenever we are very obese, we have a high dysfunctional leptin, dysfunctional leptin, and that's why our intake of food increases. So we must have to work on our obesity, and that is relevant mostly with the food intake. In my opinion, the 3-day meal is actually created for the reason that we become obese. We have to move to the 2 meals per day in 5 days in a week and 2 days 1 meal per day. So by doing this, we control both ghrelin and both leptin. But we have pleasure points in pleasure centers in our brain which releases the dopamine, which create the craving for the ice cream, craving for the chocolate, and craving for the soda. And again, we have to empower our knowledge on these hormones so that we, in the era of sedentary life, in sedentary lifestyle, we can reduce our weight and keep it on the standard level, so that we participate well in the life and we improve and empower our lives. So these are the knowledge relevant to ghrelin, to the leptin, which is the satiety one, and ghrelin, which is the hunger hormone, and also the relation of these two hormones with the time, with the internal clock, with the biological clock. That is totally made by design, that whenever the time reach, the hunger hormone goes up and we feel hungry. And whenever we take the lunch or we take the dinner, it feels full. But we have to follow the craving for little. So we have to empower ourselves for 2 meals, for 1 meals per day, avoiding the 3 meals, which is going us to make us obese, which is the pandemic which can lead us to most of the diseases. So the purpose of the video is to know about, to do the critical mathematics about the hunger, about the feelings are full, and how to control it, how to minimize the food intake, because that food intake is relevant to the inflammation, and inflammation is the silent killer.